Yo, did you see that Greta is sailing to Gaza?
Hello. Nothing that we say or can express with words can express the gratitude and respect that we hold for you, but just that we are in solidarity with you. We see you and we stand behind you. You should not have to go through what you are going through right now, and yet you are showing us the biggest bravery ever.
How are you?
Do you know if she forgot about the climate stuff, or did she, when she rebranded as a pro-Palestinian college protester, did you get that email? I didn't get that email. Who got that email? But I guess since there's no Jews, there's no news, and she doesn't go viral, right, supporting innocent civilians in India from terrorist attacks, or innocent Chinese or innocent Christians in Nigeria from terrorist attacks, or the innocent Americans on 9/11, or the innocent Israelis on October 7th from terrorist attacks. But yeah, let's all focus on Gaza. And I'll tell you a secret some Arabs may not want you to know here in Europe or back in the United States. You see, Egypt, the neighboring country, they're not stupid. They have tight borders. Who can blame them? Egypt is a beautiful country. I've been there with my dad. Okay, these are very smart Arabs, and they understand how to have a country with a tight border. And they know that if they open their border, they're inviting Palestinians that come in who may be terrorists. Now, here comes Greta from Denmark. She's sailing in like Lagatha and Ragnar Lothbrok on a Netflix show with their virtue signals. And guess what? A camera crew. How convenient. It's like the world's turned the suffering of these innocent Palestinian civilians into a world stage. And everyone at this point is just either trying to go viral or get a paycheck from Qatar. I'm not saying names. Now, you know who the victims are? The innocent Palestinian civilians at the hands of Hamas. Hamas hides their food, takes their aid money, puts it in foreign countries. Hamas tortures their own people, attacks innocent civilians, and blames everything that's going on the Zionists. Now look at Harvard, MIT, Oxford. They spent decades trying to build trust. And in a few months, they have this far left ideology, and pro-Palestinian fanatics burn their brand into a ground. Now, let me just see so you know where I'm going at with this. This is where Greta is basically coming from. You think this is some grassroots rebel? No. She's backed, funded, and basically boosted by the same billionaires who pour money into Qatar, while Qatar pours it into groups that hate, let's say, Israelis, Americans, and hate the West. This is a pay-to-play activism. The rich are funding this chaos. The activists are collecting the clicks and the sheep clap. Where's the sheep? You wanna know something funny? Egypt shares a border with Gaza. So let's go back to that. Why isn't Greta sailing to Egypt to protest the blockade? You ever asked that? They don't open the border? They don't take in millions of Gazans? Why? Glad you asked. Because they know better. They know borderless ideology is suicide. They know terrorism doesn't stop at their checkpoints. They know what happens when you let in these fanatics like Hamas. But the West, here in Western Europe, well, we people here think, okay, the West will send Greta in on a sailboat, and you're supposed to clap. Like that actually means something to these fanatics. Let me tell you a fact check. We're not looking at, this isn't about peace. This isn't about helping anyone. I like helping people, just like you. This is about staying relevant. It's about monetizing misery. It's about building a brand off the back of these innocent Palestinians suffering like dogs. Greta isn't in Gaza to fix anything. She's there to film something. Because if she didn't, she'd fade away like every other failed doomsday, cringy con artist. Remember when she said we had, 5 years left? That was 6 years back. Now she's on to the next script. All of the suckers who bought the climate panic, you're either too embarrassed to admit it, or you're just downloading the next grift, ready to believe again. And I'm not going to name any names. But for the rest of us, we see right through it. She went from save the earth to support the terrorists faster than your electric car charges. If you're still clapping, you're essentially the product at this point. If you're still donating, you're like the John from the hooker. You're the Mark, bro. And if your kid is getting taught that this is heroism, get them out of that indoctrination school before they start thinking Hamas is Greenpeace with rockets. Take the red pill, bro. Get out the matrix. Because the grift's not new. It's just a brand new costume, new wrapper. And at this point, it's sailing. Greta is the result of Western colleges getting billions of dollars of money from terrorists in Qatar. If you look at Harvard and MIT, their graduations look like pro-Palestinian rallies. Only thing missing is burning American flags. So if Harvard Business School wants to teach you about building trust and brand equity, actually, they have a course called Creating Brand Value. But at graduation, they let extremist far leftists, pro-Palestinians, essentially terrorize and hijack the ceremony for everyone there. So you're paying Harvard for an MBA to learn about brand management while they can't even manage their own brand. If you like this video, please subscribe right now, share this video, and get your notifications, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks.